Michael St. John here at ringside. We are ready to go with another day of USWA Championship Wrestling, and what a big one we got going today, huh?
Dave, you better believe it. We got some new folks in town, too, that the people will be meeting as the show goes on, but action in the ring, including flamboyant Eric Embry, the Texas heavyweight champion, and that always means trouble. But there's big trouble in little old Texas, I understand.
Yeah, the Texas boys having their problems. We'll get into that, too.
Also, Jerry the King Lawler will be here in tag team action with handsome Jimmy Valiant in the main event, going up against, listen to this, Bull Payne and Billy Joe Travis.
Ooh,
that'll be our main event, and
yeah.
a whole lot more. All that action coming up today.
I tell you, we'll also be congratulating the brand new World Heavyweight Champion. You stay with us. We'll be back after this. USWA challenged had the world title, but take a look at what happened most recently in this videotape.
Lawler bombs away on the Dragon Master. Lawler, series of rights. The King goes up to the second rope a second time. Christopher Honey Love down here at ringside throws powder in Dutch Mantell's eyes. Lawler going after the Dragon Master, not realizing what just happened to Dutch Mantell. There goes Christopher Honey Love, just trips Lawler up. Christopher Honey Love outside the ring, took Lawler up, but Dutch Mantell off the ring apron.
Christopher Honey Love is right here, and I want to talk to you about Lawler and what he did to the Dragon Master there.
Honey, if Jerry Lawler could show his face around anywhere in the United States, what a punk. Let's talk about who the real world champion should be. And no, it shouldn't be Dragon Master. It should be that garbage man, Dutch Mantell, honey. That man that's got fleas and bugs and cockroaches living all over his hairy body. As about as ugly as these people in here today, honey. I told you to dress up. Did I not? Well, I hate you worse.
I want to talk about Lawler because Lawler has the belt here, and of course you interfered in the match too. You tripped Lawler
You're
up.
a liar, just like these people. Yeah, what you saw was you know, Dutch Mantell, honey, you're the one now that I'm personally going to put a hurting on through the Dragon Master. Jerry Lawler, you're yesterday's news, you're nothing, and I'm not going to grace my mouth saying your name.
Well, I guess that's the word from Christopher Love. Seemed a lot more intent on talking about Dutch Mantell than on the new World Heavyweight Champion, Jerry the King Lawler. We'll be back with more action for you in just a minute. Guard about the King, Jerry Lawler. Here he comes. And he's got that world belt in hand, in one hand, and the other hand, of course, the Crown King. Congratulations on regaining the belt. And this week, I guess maybe you got a little bit of a breather because you don't have to put that belt on the line.
Well, first of all, thanks for the congratulations. I also want to thank Dutch Mantell for a little bit of help there. Yeah, that's right. But you know, you said one thing I don't even know if you've told the people about. I do have a match this week that is a non-title match, and you know, the first thing that comes to mind is the fact that it is sort of like a breather that you don't have to have in the back of your mind that the title is at stake, and you know, any slip up is going to cost you the world championship. But by the same token, it's not necessarily a cakewalk, because anytime, you know, if you have a title match, you really have to put all your concentration into this thing. You have to, you know, watch films on your opponent. You call people that have wrestled them recently and things like that, trying to find out any kind of information you can on them. But in a non-title match, sometimes you tend to not take it as seriously. But in this particular situation, I'm wrestling an old familiar name around this area, P.Y. Chuhai, and yeah, you hear the murmur in the crowd over there. Exactly right. And I know that there's something more to this. There's something more than what is on the surface of this match. Because, you know, for the past few weeks, you hear Eric Embry out here running his mouth saying that he's done away with the king. He's gotten rid of the king. The king's out of his hair. And but the truth of the matter is, the king is still here, and I still have the World Heavyweight Championship. So Eric Embry knows, in the back of his mind, if he has one, he knows that I am waiting for him. And the truth of the matter is, Eric Embry will not sign his name on the dotted line for a match with me. And everywhere I go, all I hear from the fans is, when are you going to get rid of Eric Embry? When are you going to run that jerk back to Texas where he belongs? But the problem is, he won't sign the match. He don't want none of the king. And Eric Embry, I don't blame you, because if I ever get my hands on you, you are going to be running back to Texas with that big yellow tail tucked between your legs. But what he's done now, what he's done is, you remember the series of matches that he had with P.Y. Chuhai down in Texas when there was world class, he was trying to protect world class and all this sort of stuff. He and P.Y. Chuhai had some of the bloodiest matches that I've ever seen. I mean, they obviously hated each other. They tried to kill each other. But what happens when you want somebody to do a job for you? As I've done in the past, you know, I've called in guys like Austin Idol to be my partner. I've called in guys like Bam Bam Bigelow to be my partner, because what you want in a situation like that is you want somebody to get something done for you. So you're not always thinking about your best friend. You're thinking about the toughest, the meanest, the honoriest guy you've ever been in the ring with. That's the first thing that comes to mind. So I know that Eric Embry has gone out and he's called this P.Y. Chuhai and he's told him that I can't get rid of Lawler myself, so I'll pay you or I'll do whatever you want to come in here and try to do what I can't do. So Eric Embry, I know you're behind P.Y. Chuhai being in this match, and I know that I better keep my eye on that dressing room door, and I'm going to tell Dutch Mantell, and I'm going to tell Jeff Jarrett, and I've already told Robert Fuller and these guys, if you make one move, Eric Embry, out of that dressing room while I'm wrestling this jerk, they're going to be on you like white on rice. So don't even think about it, punk. And P.Y. Chuhai, when I get my hands on you, I'm going to make you wish you had never heard from Eric Embry. I'm going to make you wish you had stayed in retirement or wherever it is that you've been, because I'm going to make an example out of you. You're not going to come in here and make a name for yourself by beating me in a non-title match. So get ready, P.Y. Chuhai. When a king gets through with you, you're going to go back where Eric Embry is or wherever it was you've been, because I'm not playing, brother. I'm coming for business.
There's the king, the words from the World Heavyweight Champion, the King, Jerry Lawler. Match coming up this week with big and tough P.Y. Chuhai. You know, I want to take a look at some videotape right here. Not only does Eric Embry have trouble with Lawler, there's trouble brewing with those Texas boys. You know, Pritchard and Embry, when you see one, you see the other many, many times. Well, take a look at what happened. This is handsome Jimmy Valiant and sweet Georgia Brown in a match against Dr. Tom Pritchard and Ms. Texas. Take a look.
Pritchard firing off on Valiant. And again, Embry coming in, going up to the top rope. Valiant able to move out of the way. Covers Pritchard with the 3-count. The winners of the match, Sweet Georgia Brown and handsome Jimmy Valiant. Embry trying to explain to him exactly what happened. Miss Texas in complete amazement. Pritchard wants an explanation from Embry about what happened. Embry looks like he's getting a little ticked off now. Interesting development. Pritchard telling Miss Texas, you just keep out of it. Explaining to Pritchard telling him exactly what he thinks of what just happened. Pritchard, temper flaring there. Very understandable. Pritchard spinning him around. Saying, wait a minute. Embry just pushes Miss Texas out of the way. Down to the canvas. Embry now starting to lose his temper just a little bit. Tojo Yamamoto climbing up into the ring. Tojo gonna try to get these two separated. Say, wait a minute, let's not do this. Let's not fall apart. Pritchard grabs a hold of Tojo Yamamoto's jacket, pushes him down to the mat. Pritchard climbs through the ropes.
Here he comes right here. Yeah, you've seen all of that, and it's not the unified front we've seen from the Texas boys. You got some problems there, as a matter of
We
fact.
ain't got nothing, and I don't want to talk about it, Dave Brown, all right? I don't want to talk about it.
Well, I'd like to know what the status is right now. I mean, you know, the fans want to know. We saw the videotape right there. What's the status right
Yeah,
now?
the status is you called me a boy a while ago, and I'm more of a man than you ever thought about being, Dave Brown. And I don't want to talk about me and Pritchard. Pritchard ain't here today, and I don't want to talk about it, period. Now, Jerry Lawler, you come out here flapping your jaws, saying the only thing that's keeping me and you apart is I won't sign the match. Well, you're the biggest liar on the face of the earth. You know it, and everybody else knows it, because you won't put the title up against me, Lawler. It's that simple. And now Eddie Marlin, a high pocket, big highfalutin Eddie Marlin, ain't even got enough guts to come out on TV and confront me. Ain't got enough guts to come and see me. You say I gotta wrestle Dirty White Boy again. Well, Eddie Marlin, I beat Dirty White Boy 872,000 times, man. 872,000 times. Why'd I gotta wrestle him again, Eddie Marlin? It's because you're trying to do your dangdest to get me out of here. Well, Eddie Marlin, you can't do it, man. I'm gonna outsmart you this time, Marlin, once again. I don't want to wait till this week for Dirty White Boy. Dirty White Boy, come out here right now. Come out here right now and fight me, White Boy. We don't gotta wait till the arena. Yeah, I'm wasting my breath, ain't I?
I think, well, you've got it.
I'm wasting my breath, because you ain't got no guts, White Boy. But I ain't stupid. I know how to make him come out here.
Eric Embry challenging Tony Anthony, the Dirty White Boy. He's got a match scheduled, though. Chris Frazier up there. Oh, my goodness. Michael St. John.
Boy, I tell you, Dave, I don't like the looks of this. I don't like what Eric had to say. He says, well, I can get Dirty White Boy out here, and right away going to work on Chris Frazier. Look out, Dave. Holy cow. Chris Frazier being nailed into the desk here. Embry's got the chair, whacks him across the back, right over our desk, or what? Referee calling for the bell. Embry still going to work on Frazier, puts him into the desk again. Listen to him.
Where you at, man? You want to stop it?
Boy, I don't know. There's nothing much I can say about this one, Dave. He's gone crazy.
No wrestling match at all. He just decided to attack him and try to hurt Chris Frazier, thinking that Tony Anthony is going to come out here and help Chris Frazier.
You can stop it if you want to. All he's got to do is come out here.
Why don't you stop it and
really?
Get out of here.
Oh, come on, Eric. We're going to have to stop this, Dave. This young man can be hurt. Should we ring the bell again?
Yeah, I don't think it'll do any good. The referee's gone, and I think Embry is obviously not interested in listening.
He's got that chair on. Oh, no. Nailed him right in the side of the head with the end of the chair.
Can we get somebody to help?
Frazier is down. Chris being victimized here by Eric Embry. Embry not too happy, I don't think, about what has happened with Tom Pritchard. Uh-oh.
Here comes Anthony. Hey, Embry, you wanted him. There he is. Tony Anthony coming out here. Oh, look out.
This match, it started.
P.Y. Too high.
P.Y. Too high out from the wings, and they go right to work on Tony Anthony, setting up the Dirty White Boy, and P.Y. Too high going right to work on Tony Anthony, put him down with the double chop. Embry just directing P.Y. Chuhai as to what to do. Without a doubt, Eric Embry had this all master planned in that mind of his.
No doubt about it. With P.Y. Chuhai waiting in the wings, just ready to come right out. Oh, baseball bat.
Tojo's got a baseball bat.
Eddie Marlin, I'm gonna make that deal triple.
Here comes Dundee and Rockin' Randy. They surround Tony Anthony. Thank goodness.
Oh,
you know, Tony still wears a bandage on that left knee from the injury that Eric Embry caused weeks ago.
Eric Embry holding that baseball bat too, Dave. I'll tell you.
I know, you know, he had in mind to smash that knee
Exactly.
again.
Tony obviously upset, and rightfully so, but thank goodness that Dundee and these folks.
But no further confrontation out here, thank goodness. Let us take just a moment to remind you of the action coming up Monday night. Mid-South Coliseum is the place. It's the big Memphis Fall Wrestle Fest. Getting a couple of weeks jump on the official start of fall, but of course school is back in session. No increase in the ticket prices this time around. Of course, 7:30 is when it all begins. Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. Be there on time. Opening match of the night, Billy Joe Travis. You'll see him a little bit later on here today. He will be going against MC Slammer in the opener. Then it's going to be Miss Texas going against Vicious Vicky. We'll have more to say about this one a little bit later on, too. Grudge match up next. Bill Dundee will be going against Bull Payne with Samantha. Bull Payne interfered. He did interfere in the match last week, and Bill feels it cost him a lot of money.
Cost him that trip to Japan, too.
That's true, and so Bill is going to be looking for Bull Payne with Samantha in Bull Payne's corner come Monday night. Then, Dutch Mantell will be going against the Dragon Master. Now, Christopher Honey Love was out here saying that Mantell should be the champion because he's the one that really beat the Dragon Master. Well, I disagree with that. Jerry Lawler beat the Dragon Master and regained, rightfully so, that world title. But Dutch Mantell does get a shot at the Dragon Master coming up this week. He will be going against him at the Mid-South Coliseum. Then following that, it's going to be the King going against P.Y. Chuhai. Well, you just saw P.Y. Chuhai out here a minute ago. He's got those martial arts moves. Tojo Yamamoto, very instrumental in his career and teaching him all of that. I recall the trip to Japan where he came back with the name P.Y. Chuhai, and he was a changed wrestler at that point, and he's been trouble ever since. P.Y. Chuhai goes against Jerry Lawler in a non-title match, by the way. Then it's going to be the World Tag Titles on the line. Jeff Jarrett and Robert Fuller against the PYTs, the Pretty Young Things, with Christopher Honey Love in their corner. Big revenge match coming up. The Awesome Kong and the Bruiser with Reggie B. Fine will be going against Handsome Jimmy Valiant and Coco Beware. Not all, though. The Southern Heavyweight title match comes up after that. Eric Embry will be going against the dirty white boy, Tony Anthony. Here comes Tony Anthony right now, as a matter of fact, and he's moving very quickly, and I think I understand why. Tony?
Yeah, you can understand why. Embry, you listen up and listen real good. I just got through talking to Eddie Marlin. And I wanted this match changed. I said, will you do me a favor? Change this match to a tag team, because Embry can't do nothing unless he's got help. Well, I went and found me a partner that hates Eric Embry just as bad as I do, and I'd like to bring him out right now. I'm talking about Jerry the King Lawler. You want to talk about getting nasty? You want to talk about getting devious? This man right here can get as mean and as nasty as anybody, right, King?
You got it right. Now, Eric Embry, you came out here and you ran your mouth. You said that I wouldn't put my name on a dotted line. Well, all it took was to go back there and have this man ask Eddie Marlin for me for a partner, and I am more than glad to get my hands on you, because you see, every time I look at you, Eric Embry, I get sick at my stomach. And the same goes for these fans. They look at that big, fat, ugly, bleached blonde face of yours, and we are sick of you. We want you out of here. Now, you come out here and you try to do something to this man with a baseball bat. Well, let me tell you something, Eric Embry. That is right down my alley, brother. Because when it comes to swinging baseball bats, I love it. So bring you a bat down there this week, because we'll show you some bat swinging. Eric Embry, you and P.Y. Chuhai have made the mistakes of your life. You made your bet, boys, and now you're going to have to lie in it, and you're looking at it right here. I promise.
Dirty white boy Tony Anthony with his partner. They've talked to Eddie Marlin. It's signed. It's going to be tag team match. It's going to be P.Y. Chuhai and Eric Embry against those two right there, the King, Jerry Lawler, and dirty white boy Tony Anthony. They also involved in a match this week.
You hear what the fans say.
Yeah, I hear what they're saying. Baldy, Baldy. Here's Miss Texas. Miss Texas, you've got an interesting match coming up, too.
So what?
Well, so Vicious Vicky is going to be your opponent this week.
Who?
Vicious Vicky.
Do it look like I care?
Well, okay. I tell you what, maybe you'll care after you take a look at this right here. Watch this.
All right, Miss Texas, I want you to listen up just for a minute. These people around here know me as Vicious Vicky, but I want you to know I'm your worst nightmare. You know, I've been sitting here watching every Saturday morning. I turn on my TV, and I see your little bald-headed, flea-ridden, lot lizard self, and I'm tired of it. You know, I'm not a professional wrestler full-time. You know that. As you can see, I got better things to do with my time. But I just want to let you know that I'm watching and that I'm going to come after you because I don't like what you're doing. You know, you've run some of these girls out of Memphis and other places, but you won't run me nowhere. Because first off, you've been running girls out. I'm not a girl. I am a woman. And let me tell you something. This woman is here to do business. So if I was you, I'd think about what you're doing, because I'm coming after you, and I mean I'm coming with everything I've got.
Vicious Vicky. Yeah, what about that, huh?
Give it. Let me have it. Let me have it, Dave. Let me have it.
I'll hold on to the microphone. You may say what you want.
Let me tell you something. That was a joke. That was a joke. Who was that in that wig? That was a man in a wig? Who was that? Was that Jeff Jarrett?
Oh, come on. That was Vicious Vicky.
Let me tell you something, Mr. Vicky. When I get through with you Monday night, I'm going to have you changing tires off the 18-wheeler that obviously going to bring you in.
Miss Texas, I don't know if she's taking this seriously or not, but she better. Yeah, the fans are. They've seen Vicious Vicky before. That's going to be the match coming up this week. We'll be back here in a moment.
Hometown. It's America's #1 fundraiser, USWA Wrestling. The stars, the action, the excitement, USWA Wrestling. For more information on how you can raise money for your organization, write to USWA, Post Office Box 1783, Hendersonville, Tennessee, 37077, or call 615-824-8523. USWA Wrestling, America's #1 fundraiser.
Oh, we got a match scheduled here, but Christopher Honey Love is back. How about let's head for the ring, huh?
Let's not head for the ring, nothing. You know, now that I'm here, and I'm finally bringing in some great talent, for how long have you had no happening, no nothing, no account wrestlers like Robert Fuller, Fat Man himself, Jeff, Mr. Peroxide his hair, Miss Jeff Jarrett, Jerry Lawler, Dutch Mantell, the garbage man. Well, honey, what Christopher Love's gonna do is bring great talent to the USWA. And now have I got some sensational news, honey. What a surprise this is. Jeff Jarrett and Fat Man Robert Fuller, get real close to the monitors if you're in the building. I'm now going to show you two of the prettiest men in God's world, honey. These are the bodies of the 90s. Come on out, boys. These are Christopher Love's pretty young things. And this is what's going to destroy you. No matter if you people like me or not, and I could give a care less. One thing, Christopher, you can call me Honey Love, has never done is lied to you. And I'm going to make you a promise right now. Look at these bodies. Have you ever seen anything more prettier? Take these off. Perfect specimen. Randy Rhodes, 212 pounds of solid steel. The fabulous one Fontaine, 265 pounds that nobody can stop. This is my promise. You're looking at the next World Tag Team Champions, Honey.
The word from Christopher Honey Love with pretty young things, the PYTs. Oh, boy. They're going to be that kind of team as they attack Freezer Thompson and Rockin' Randy even before the bell sounds.
Fabulous Fontaine and Randy Rhodes, and they are going right to work. What a kick. Savate kick by Fontaine, all four men in the ring. Referee Paul Neighbors having his problems trying to get them separated, as unfortunately Freezer Thompson and Randy Rhodes are at the receiving end of this onslaught by the PYTs.
Boy, I tell you, Christopher Love sent them in there and said, jump them from the beginning and don't let up, obviously, because that's the way it's been going.
You know, I will give this guy credit. I mean, he is as strange and as flaky as they come, I guess, in Christopher Love, but he has brought some wrestlers into the USWA with the open door policy that are really tough customers. You look at the Dragon Slayer, 7 foot tall, man, you look at these guys. These guys, I don't think are the heavenly bodies, that's for sure, but boy, they are going right to work and are using their teamwork to their advantage.
You're exactly right. They use the teamwork and they have the size. They may not have the bodies from working out at the gym, but they do have a lot of weight, and they're throwing it around right now.
Oh boy, Rockin' Randy caught with a double elbow at the hands of the PYTs. Finally, you got one on the outside, one on the inside, but that's not going to last for long. Randy Rhodes back in the ring. Holds him. There, the clothesline by Fontaine. The cover, 1, 2, 3. Ooh. A merciless beating.
Yeah,
PYTs win.
Christopher Honey Love celebrating at ringside this victory, and a rather quick victory, too.
Champion, new World Tag Team Champion.
That's the word from Christopher Love, new World Tag Team Champions. Keep in mind, Christopher Love, these are not the champions you beat here today. We'll be back in a moment. Action coming up around the territory, beginning Jonesboro, Arkansas, with a big one tomorrow.
You got that right, Dave. Tomorrow night, Jonesboro, Arkansas. Matches come to the Earl Bell Community Center. Special start time tomorrow night will be 7:30. That's to allow the students to get home in time to get a good night's sleep and get ready for school.
We're normally on Saturday nights in Jonesboro. It's Sunday, so that helps get ready for school the next day, right?
Box office opens tomorrow afternoon in Jonesboro at 3 o'clock. Handsome Jimmy Valiant will be on the card. Jeff Jarrett, Robert Fuller, Superstar Bill Dundee, a ladies match, and much, much more coming up tomorrow afternoon. Again, special start time, that's tomorrow evening. Special start time, 7:30, Earl Bell Community Center in Jonesboro, Arkansas. USWA is on its way to Oxford, Mississippi. This is going to be quite a card coming up on Thursday, September 12th. A 12-man battle royal coming up this Thursday, featuring Ole Miss Rebels football coaches Chuck Oakey and Joe Wicklund. Jerry the King Lawler will take on the Dragon Master, that big card in Oxford. Also, Jarrett and Fuller, World Tag Team Champions, going up against Kong and Bruiser. Dutch Mantell, Superstar Bill Dundee, Miss Texas, Sweet Georgia Brown, a whole lot more. Plus that big 12-man battle royal this coming Thursday night, Oxford, Mississippi. And the two Ole Miss football coaches are going to be there also.
They can handle themselves in a ring, too. They've been there before.
Absolutely. Okay, on Saturday, September 14th, that's a week from tonight, 7:30, Middleton, Tennessee. Action coming your way. Lawler, Dundee, Jarrett, Fuller, Dragon Master tickets on sale at the school and at Piggly Wiggly. $1 off advance tickets. Uh-oh, I hear music.
Yeah, I do, too. Woogie, woogie, man. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Handsome Jimmy Valiant.
Handsome Jimmy making his way around. I bet he's going to say something about Jonesboro, Arkansas. I got that feeling.
He's going to be there tomorrow night. That's right. He's greeting all his young fans right there on the way around.
All right, Clarksdale, Mississippi action coming up also on Friday, September 20th. Let's get to Dave and Handsome Jimmy here.
Here he comes. Hey, he's very near. Excuse us for interrupting there, Mike. We'll get back to the action coming up around the territory in a moment. But when this man here comes Lawler too. Oh, we got a whole group of folks out here. Jimmy, you got a big night coming up tomorrow night, right?
Oh yeah, you ever seen the play Annie?
Yeah.
How many times, Dave Brown?
Not once.
How many times you seen it? Twice. How about you, Fish? 4 times. I've seen it. Handsome Jimmy's seen it 16 times. You know the lead song, the head song of Annie? Can you sing a few bars, Dave Brown?
The lead song. You talking about tomorrow?
Yeah. Well, see, I know that song.
In fact, Kingfish, I'd like to record that song with you. All right, anyway, you know how I'll just sing you a little verse, okay?
Okay.
Well, when my day is gray, I know tomorrow's payday. Tomorrow, 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 tomorrow. What'd I say?
You said tomorrow.
You know, baby, tomorrow I said, right? How about mañana?
Mañana will work too.
That's tomorrow in Mexican. How about this? Woo! Hashuchucho. That's tomorrow in Japanese.
I'll take your word for that.
Yeah, okay. What I'm saying is, tomorrow, I'll be in Jonesboro. Jonesboro. Mama, my mama, you understand, she's there with me, and we gonna go back and see Grandma Valiant. Grandma Valiant, Kingfish, I'm gonna have you over some biscuits tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow, we gonna have some good cooking, baby. I mean, chitlins and greens and all that cornbread, and hey, man, we just gonna have a feast. You know, last time, I wanna say something real short. Last time, it was a record crowd in Jonesboro. I mean, it was completely sold out, you understand? I want all my people, all my relatives, and all my brothers and sisters, go out there today and get your tickets early, because it's gonna be another jam-packed house tomorrow. Fast Pocket, Eddie Marlin, woo, Mustang. That boy making so much money. Hey, you know something, man? I want to tell you something. He's getting a big belly on him like this, man. So he's eating good, ain't he, Jack?
Tomorrow, mañana, tomorrow in Jonesboro. Get ready, Jonesboro. Handsome Jimmy's going to be there.
That guy is something I want to tell you. He's right about tomorrow. I just wanted to come out and mention briefly. Tomorrow, I'm going to be over tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. We're going to be down in Thaxton, Mississippi. That's Thaxton, Mississippi. It's about halfway between Pontotoc and Oxford. And we got Lawler's Army going down there against a big, they had an all-week-long tournament down there to see who's going to get to play the Army. So we're going to have our softball bats down there, and I may just bring one back with me for Monday afternoon. So we want to invite everybody out down in Thaxton. And also want to mention Oxford, Mississippi. Thursday night, that is going to be big, as you said. I'm looking forward to being down there. All the Ole Miss Rebels going to be out in full force. And Chuck Oakey and Joe Wickline. Now, Chuck Oakey is the strength coach. Joe Wickline is the offensive line coach of the Ole Miss Rebels football team. And they're going to be involved in a big battle royal. And a lot of the wrestlers are kind of looking forward to this. They think it's going to be some easy pickings with those two guys, but some of them hadn't seen them yet. These are two big, tough guys, and I had them for partners down there once before, and I'm really looking forward to being in the ring with them once again. That's Thursday night down in Oxford, and then we want to invite everybody in Mississippi, Thaxton, and in Oxford to come on out and see us tomorrow in Thaxton, Thursday night in Oxford.
Very good. Thank you, King. And don't forget, Jonesboro, tomorrow, here's Michael with the rest of the card.
Oh, boy. I'll tell you, I don't know if you can follow up on an act like Handsome Jimmy Valiant, but action is coming on Friday, September 20th in Clarksdale, Mississippi. USWA headed your way at the Civic Auditorium. We'll have more on that. Eric Embry, Dutch Mantell, Dundee, many stars there. $1 off advance tickets available at the Police Department, Clarksdale, Mississippi on Friday, September 20th. Also, USWA action will be coming to Boonville, Mississippi on Saturday, the 21st. 7 big matches. Tickets at Brebob's Cafe, sponsored by the Parks and Recreation Department and the Boonville High Booster Club. Jared Fuller, Dundee, ladies match, $1 off advance tickets there. Boonville, Mississippi on Saturday, September 21st. Also, the USWA will be in Somerville, Tennessee. That'll be Friday, October 11th at 8 o'clock. The King will be there at the Old Fayette Wear Gym. We'll have more on that in the weeks to come. But again, tomorrow.
Jonesboro.
That is a good song.
It is a great song.
Handsome Jimmy butchered it a little bit.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure they wrote it exactly that way, but anyway, don't forget about that tomorrow in Jonesboro. 7:30 special start time. Box office opens at 3. All right, let's take a look at some action from last week. You know, Handsome Jimmy was teamed with Coco Beware to go against Awesome Kong and the Bruiser. It was Coco Beware's welcome back, sort of, to Memphis and the Mid-South Coliseum. It didn't go that well. Watch this.
Kong scoops Coco up, slams him hard, center of the ring. Off the ropes for momentum. Coco able to move out of the way. Kong splashes down, finds no one at home. Fuller trying to stretch in over the top rope to get the tag. Reaches up, makes it on the Tennessee stud. Robert Fuller into the ring, fires off on the Bruiser, goes over, connects with Awesome Kong. Fuller going after both men. Fuller signals for the Fuller signals for Coco. Robert Fuller in, firing away on the Bruiser. Fuller with the bruiser over on the ropes. Coco puts Big Awesome Kong out of the ring. Fuller clotheslines the bruiser, goes for the pin cover. In comes Reggie B. Fine with the cane across the back of Robert Fuller. Rolls the bruiser right over on top of him. Has him pinned. 1, 2, 3. That's going to be it. The winners of the match in 6 minutes and 36 seconds. Awesome Kong and...
People get ready, 'cause the bird is coming. That's right, baby. It's coming Monday night. Whoa, and I can't wait, brother, because I got to get some revenge, brother, on Reggie B. Fine. Reggie B. Fine, you spoiled the Birdman's homecoming. But I'm going to tell you one thing, Reggie B. Fine, brother. I got somebody that's just as crazy as the Birdman. There's no other than handsome Jimmy Valiant. Jimmy Valiant doesn't mind, brother, taking a licking and keep on ticking, brother, because I'm telling you, he loved to sing the blues. He loved to walk that walk and talk that talk along with the Birdman. Isn't that right, Frankie? Oh, yeah, I feel all right. Oh, yeah. So, Reggie B. Fine, I want you to tell... Will defeat you guys, brother, along with handsome Jimmy Valiant. It's talking about power driver time, so get ready. Reggie B. Fine, brother. I can't wait to put the power driver on you and you and you. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah!
Coco beware. Sorry for the audio problem in the middle there, but here he comes back again. Handsome Jimmy Valiant. The Boogie Woogie Man's going to be Coco Beware's partner this week as they get a revenge match against Awesome Kong and the Bruiser, and this time maybe a different story, huh, Jimmy?
Woo, listen, no matter what happens, mine and Coco Ware toes just keep on dancing, Jack. I'm going to tell you something. He's looking good. You know, I didn't know Coco could sing like that.
I didn't either.
All right, well, I'll tell you one thing. I do know one thing, baby. Coco Ware can fight, Daddy. He can fight, baby. I love the dude, you understand? I used to call him a few years ago Bud Dog. Bud Dog. Then he went off to New York City, and they called him the Bud Man. Bud Man. Well, that's cool. He's a Bud anyway, you understand? He's my Bud. He's my Bud Dog. Bud Dog, we coming at you. The Bruiser, and the Kong. Look out. Kong and Bruiser, because the Bud Brothers, the Blood Brothers, and the Bud Boys are coming to get you, Jack. And that's tomorrow, baby. I mean, Monday. That's 2 days from tomorrow. All right, 2 days from tomorrow. That's tomorrow. You know, we're going to be in Jonesboro. But tomorrow, after tomorrow, we're going to be, me and the Bud Man, we're going to be right here in Memphis. Woo, mercy. Handsome Jimbo from Memphis is home, and home to stay. I love you all. God bless everybody. Could I sing another song?
You may sing another song as we go to break. You can take us into the commercial here.
I don't want to sing.
I hope everybody got all of that. It's Monday night. Handsome Jimmy, Coco Beware, going against Awesome Kong and the Bruiser with Reggie B. Fine. Back in a moment. Say hello to Jeff Jarrett and Robert Fuller as they head this way. Wearing the World Tag Team titles. Here comes the Tennessee stud right here. He's got that title in hand. Robert, welcome. See, you still got those world titles. You guys continue to be great champions.
That's right. You know, now we got the pretty young things to contend with. You know, I don't know much about these pretty young things. I know one thing. You start carrying on with the world's tag team champions, you're liable not to be pretty too long, boys. I don't believe they got a lot to lose from looking at them. You know, they got this manager with them, this Christopher Honey Love. Mm-hmm. You know, normally a big, fat, obnoxious jerk like that, you just set him over to the side and you don't worry about him. But here's a guy that came in here just a few weeks ago and decided that he was going to ruin Jerry Lawler. He was going to take the World Championship belt off of him. You know, these are world belts right here. And we don't take this guy lightly because that he did. You know, I don't believe his Dragon Master did as much to get that belt around his waist as Christopher Love did. I'm going to tell you something, Honey Love. You're not going to be taking these right here, you big, fat, obnoxious, good-for-nothing. And I think we got a way to handle that, don't we, Jeff?
Yeah, Rob, we do.
You know, Jerry was out here talking earlier about bringing in people that you don't exactly agree with, and that's all boils down to you got to fight fire with fire. So what me and Robert did is we went out and we got somebody bigger, yeah, a lot fatter, a lot more obnoxious, and probably the biggest jerk me and Robert could think of. And we're going to put him in our corner, and Christopher Honey Love, you're going to have to deal with him, and we want to bring him out right now. Come on out here.
Oh, no, Ronnie P. Gossett. Oh, my goodness. Look at it. Here he comes, Ronnie P. Gossett. I think you may have had some of those adjectives right, Jeff.
Hello, Jeff Jarrett. Hello, Dave Brown. Let me get one thing straight, bub. Don't you ever call me fat. I am not fat. Do you understand that? I don't appreciate anybody calling me fat. Don't worry about it, Ronnie.
Obnoxious and all that's okay, but we won't call you fat.
You know, Jeff Jarrett, when you called me up, I was more than happy to sign that contract, and I was even more than happy to take your money. But deep down, I always admired you and Robert Fuller as great professional wrestlers.
I'm sure you
I'll have to hand it to you. You've paid your dues. You're one of the tops in the profession. And now I want to talk about Chris Love. If you're back there, boy, you listen up, honey, because you are looking at the most obnoxious manager in wrestling. I am the scum of the earth. I am lower than slime. There is nothing that I won't do, and there's nothing I haven't done. And when they called me, I was more than happy to get a piece of your big, fat butt. So you listen to me, you female impersonator. Wherever you see my boys, you're going to see Ronnie P. So I hope you kind of sashay down to the ring, and you bring your PYTs or your FATs or whatever you want to bring down. And if you stick your nose in that match, even raise one little eyebrow, even bat an eye, I'm going to take this big ham hock, and I'm going to knock your butt in the next area code. You got it, Daddy?
Oh, my goodness, Ronnie P. Gossett. Headed out of here with Jeff Jarrett and Robert Fuller.
I've heard of fighting fire with fire, but fat with fat. That's got to be a new one.
Oh, there they go. Hey, there was a match which occurred this week in which Bill Dundee was going against Danny Davis, and Bull Payne interfered in that match. Take a look at this right here.
Reverses Dundee in. Hits referee Frank Morrell again. Frank Morrell goes down. Davis collides with Dundee. Everybody goes down. In comes Bull Payne. Bull Payne running down to ringside. Look out. Big Bull Payne coming up, grabs a hold of Dundee, cold cocks him with a big right. Has some type of glove on that he hit Dundee with. Has Dundee laying center of the ring. Davis makes it back up to his feet now. The referee counts on Dundee. Davis drops the elbow, goes with the pin cover. 2, 3, that's going to be it.
There he is right there, the superstar, Bill Dundee. And Bill, we saw what happened there, and as a result, Danny Davis is in Japan.
Oh, yeah. Now, Bull Payne, you listen up good, punk. There's no sense screaming and shouting out here, because that doesn't get the job done. I learned that off two of the greatest men that ever came down the pike this century. One was George Bush, another one was Storm and Norman. They never raised their voice once to tell that Arab what they were going to do. But they did it, brother, so you better pay attention. You think I'm hot? Yeah, I'm hot, brother. I'm burning inside. You know why? Because I should be in Japan, and you cost me $40,000 as a minimum. Now, it could have been more than that, but that's exactly what I was going to get just to show up, brother, and take that belt over there. Now, I don't know why you did it. I don't know if that little hussy told you to do it, or you were just trying to make a reputation for yourself real quick, punk. Well, you fixing to get a reputation. You fixing to get one, because you're going to climb in that ring, and you're going to face me. Just you, Bull Payne, and you're going to fight Bill Dundee. And I know what you're saying, because it's all been said before. He's only 5'7", and he's only 200 pounds. That's right. But I'm the baddest 5'7" you ever been in the ring with. I'm the baddest 5'7" to walk down the street, and I'm talking any street, brother. because I ain't scared of nothing. I ain't scared of nothing that God put in this green earth, because you're a man and I'm a man. You put your pants on the same way I do, and you take them off the same way I do. Well, I'm going to beat your brains out, Bullpain. I'm going to pound you into next week, because you cost me $40,000. I'm going to pound your brains out, and when you leave that ring, I'm jerking that little blonde-haired hussy up, and I'm going to jerk her dress up around her neck if she got it on, or I'm going to pull her pants off if she got them on, and I'm going to spank her backside, brother, because if you think I'm hot, you're right, I am. I ought to be in Japan having a real nice time, but I'm not. I'm looking at your ugly pig face, and I'm looking at that woman's ugly pig face until I get rid of you, until I get rid of her. And like I said, Bullpain, you think I'm hot? I am hot, and I'm going to pound your face into nothing, and little Samantha, I wouldn't be you for all the tea in China.
Superstar Bill Dundee, understandably upset since Bullpain interfered in the match with Danny Davis, but he's got the match signed. He'll be looking for him, and Samantha will be in Bullpain's corner, too. Oh, come on. Christopher Love back in.
Come on, nothing. No, this fat pig Ronnie Gossett wants to come out here and say he's the scum of the earth, honey. He wishes he was that good. This man, I knew he was in town, coming down today, coming down this avenue right here that goes by this TV studios. This fat blob down at McDonald's got caught in the arches leaving the restaurant. Now tell me that this pig's here and thinks that he's going to stop me? Who does this idiot think he is, honey? First, I'd like to know, when did he get out of jail? That overgrown pig. Why don't he come out here, honey? If he thinks he's anybody at all, if he thinks he's going to come in here, how stupid is Jeff Jarrett and Robert Fuller? Fat man.
Let me tell you something. Honey, did I hear you out here talking about me, what you're going to do to me? Anything you got to say to me, blubber, you say it to my face. You got that?
Well, turn around so I can see your face, fat man. Let me tell you what I got to say to you, punk. You're nothing in this business. You've never managed anybody credible. You're a liar. You're a thief. You're a con. You're a crook. And that ain't even starting it, honey.
Chris Love, I thank you for all those compliments, because I'm everything you ever wanted to be in professional wrestling. You are the biggest nothing since the invention of the zero, my fine feathered fat friend. Let me tell you something. Don't interrupt me, ladybug. When I get through talking, I'll tell you. You have been jealous of me for years because only the top talent has associated with Ronnie Gossett, while you go out and you get these nothing happening, never was bums to put in your stable. You used to call me on the phone daily and ask to be on my application file.
Liar.
Teaching you how to be a manager. You are nothing. You are the biggest nothing since the invention of the zero, my friend.
Is that the truth, honey? Let's talk facts. Who was running around here not 1 year ago in a diaper, punk? Who was running around here and ripped off half of the wrestlers he managed? Your checks are still bouncing all over the state. Now start with me, punk, and I'm going to tell the truth about you. You're nothing. You know what? Slime ain't good enough word, honey. Slime ain't good enough word.
Yeah. Let me tell you something in a nice way, my friend.
The PYTs, Dave. Attack Ronnie Gossett from behind. PYT's going to work on Ronnie T. Ah, here comes help.
Jumping Robert.
Honey Love getting out of the way. Jeff Jarrett, Robert Fuller coming to the aid of their manager. And PYTs are in the ring, and we got action all over here.
Boy, they're in the ring right now, all four of them. The PYTs, Robert Fuller, Jeff Jarrett. One of the PYTs just got hit with a clothesline. There goes Gossett up under the ring apron.
Ronnie getting in the ring. The PYTs being manhandled by Jarrett and Fuller right now. Gossett, wait a minute. Look at Ronnie.
Yeah, Ronnie said, wait a minute, one time, look out, back onto the ropes.
Big splash by Ronnie T. Gossett. Whoa. PYT's getting out of there in a hurry.
Yeah, Christopher Love has collected the PYTs, and there they go as the celebration continues in the ring with Ronnie P. Gossett, the manager, Robert Fuller, and Jeff Jarrett. We'll be back with more from the USWA. Oh, we've got another match we want to get started here very shortly, but before we do that, someone back in the area, here he is, Guitar in hand, Billy Joe Travis. Word of greeting of sorts to the fans out here. Billy Joe Travis. Billy?
Hold on, Dave. Let me just tune this thing a little bit.
I don't think tuning's going to do it, Billy.
You know, first of all, it's so good to be back in the USWA and see all these pretty people here in Memphis, Tennessee. Mercy. You know, I'm looking forward to coming to Nashville, Tennessee, because I'm the Music City man. All those pretty girls in Louisville, Kentucky, and Evansville, Indiana. And now what I want to do, I want you to I'm going to sing a little song for you. Why don't you sit down and why don't you kick him out right now, Dave Brown? Here we go now. I thought you and me were something special. Thought you thought that way too. Now I know that this old boy just ain't the best you think you'll ever do. It ain't cool to be crazy about you. It ain't small or desperate to let you know I care like I do. It ain't smart to be so reckless with my heart. Should have known right from the start I'd end up like a fool. Now what I'm going to do, Dave Brown, I'm going to play a tune on Jerry Lawler's head. You watch that guitar.
We'll watch the guitar, all right. I'm glad it's over here at the table instead up at ringside. Billy Joe Travis, one of the worst concerts I ever heard. And he heads for the ring. Oh, here comes his partner right here. Bull Payne with Samantha along with Bull Payne.
Ever get the feeling we're on the MTV?
A bad version of it, yeah. Here comes Paul Neighbors this way. And I hear the music. Here comes handsome Jimmy Valiant, and there's the King. Boy, what a team. Billy Joe Travis and Bull Payne are going to have to face here today. This should be a fine tag team match.
Main event expiration of time match. Bull Payne, South Dakota. Uh-oh, now Billy Joe Travis is entrusting his jacket to us.
Well, we've got his guitar over here. Well, Samantha collected the jacket. That's fine. Jimmy Valiant is still over talking to the crowd. The Boogie Woogie Man, the King, Jerry Lawler, is up on the ring apron right now, but Valiant talking to his people while referee Paul Neighbors is giving all the instructions. And, of course, Jimmy hasn't heard of one of them.
Handsome Jimmy coming over here by the table now. He's going to head back to the ring. You never know where he's going to go.
No, you don't. Here, Lawler starts for his team against Billy Joe Travis, and we are underway.
Well, Bull Payne never got out of the ring, and now Handsome Jimmy going to come in the ring and take over on Bull Payne. Back body drop Lawler on Travis. And Billy Joe Travis almost ended up in the lights. And Handsome Jimmy Valiant taking care of business with Bull Payne. I tell you, this is a tag team combination. Handsome Jimmy and Jerry the King Lawler haven't had much of an opportunity. There's the DDT on Travis. Boy, big welcoming home committee in the ring for Billy Joe Travis. He's out on the floor. Jerry the King Lawler taking care of business. And now Bull Payne tossed into the outstretched legs. Lawler caught him with that double kick. Payne down in the center of the ring. Lawler drops on him with a fist. Handsome Jimmy continuing to do battle now on Billy Joe Travis. Got him a little disoriented. Billy Joe in the wrong corner, and he's going to find out in a hurry about that. Lawler now taking over. Looks like he wants to post him. Bull Payne caught in the sleeper by Handsome Jimmy. And it looks like Payne's going down in the ring. Lawler's got Travis. Lawler taking care of business. And right now, Bull Payne looks like he is leaving consciousness, but he made it to the ropes somehow, some way.
Yeah, that's the only thing that saved him. Handsome Jimmy had him in the sleeper, and Bull Payne was about out of it. Now he's out of the ring because Jimmy threw him through the ropes.
The action now. Back to the floor. Handsome Jimmy putting Bull Payne into the pole. Poles are taking a beating here in this match. Lawler staying with Billy Joe Travis, and Handsome Jimmy working over Bull Payne. There's Lawler on Travis. Boy, oh boy, this has just been a Donnybrook from the opening bell.
Yeah, not much wrestling in this one. It's just been a battle. Bull Payne and Jimmy Valiant down there on the floor. That's Billy Joe Travis. Lawler's working on him over on the turnbuckles.
Fans picking up the chant, Jerry, Jerry. Payne caught. Now Lawler chasing Billy Joe Travis. Catches him by the trucks. Boy, I tell you, this one is out of hand from the get-go, and I don't know, these two, Handsome Jimmy and Jerry Lawler, just two outstanding wrestlers for taking matters into their own hands, fighting fire with fire, knowing what to expect from Bull Payne and Billy Joe.
Well, that's exactly right. They did what they felt like they had to do against this team of Bull Payne and Billy Joe. Oh, look out, Handsome Jimmy.
Right here, baby, for you.
Whoa.
Out of the way here.
He got him with a thumb in the throat is what Jimmy did. Oh, Billy Joe Travis bouncing around the ring now after Lawler really put him down hard.
Got him with that clothesline, and Billy Joe went sprawled to the mat. Lawler picking him up, popping him with that boot to the midsection. Handsome Jimmy just taking care of Bull Payne. Now Travis down on the floor. Handsome Jimmy going to bring them together. Well, if they didn't know each other before that, they know each other now.
Oh, look out.
Billy Joe coming this way with a little help from Handsome Jimmy Valiant. What a war. Billy Joe over. He got the gun. Whoa! Billy Joe Travis nailing Handsome Jimmy Valiant with the guitar. Referee calling for the bell. Handsome Jimmy is down. Billy Joe got him with that guitar. Lawler over to pick up a chair. Jimmy is down.
Yeah.
Did you know that 95...
Well, it's all kind of action coming up right here Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. 7:30 is when it all begins, and there's no increase in the ticket price. And, man, what a night is going to be coming up. Billy Joe Travis, you just saw him. He is going to be going against MC Slammer. MC Slammer against Billy Joe Travis opens things up at the Mid-South Coliseum Monday night. Following that, Miss Texas is going to be going against Vicious Vicky. Now, we don't have a picture of Vicious Vicky there, but I think you saw the videotape.
That's a pretty good likeness of her.
Yeah, then wrestling fans around here know Vicious Vicky, and that should be something else. As I said earlier, I don't think Miss Texas is taking that quite seriously enough. Grudge match coming up. Bill Dundee will be going against Bull Payne. Bull Payne will have Samantha in his corner. Following that, Dutch Mantell will be going against the Dragon Master, the Dirty Dutchman, against that big, huge Dragon Master. This time, it's those two battling each other in there. And Christopher Honeylove can't claim that Dutch Mantell got him from outside or anything like that. They're going to be going one-on-one. World Tag Titles will be on the line following that. Oh, okay. But now this match, I believe this match probably will not occur now. It had been scheduled Jerry Lawler against P.Y. Chuhai. I'll tell you why a little bit later on that I don't think that one's going to happen. It's going to be something even better. Then the World Tag Team titles on the line. Jeff Jarrett and Robert Fuller will be going against the PYTs, the Pretty Young Things, with Christopher Honeylove. The World Tag Titles will be on the line. Then it's going to be a revenge match in which Awesome Kong and the Bruiser with Reggie B. Fine in their corner will be going against Handsome Jimmy Valiant and Coco Beware. And even though Handsome Jimmy just got nailed by that guitar, I guarantee you, he and the Birdman are going to be down there looking for action against Kong and Bruiser Monday night at the Coliseum. Then, final match of the night. And this is the reason that that earlier match had been changed. Now this one is going to be a tag team match. It's going to be Dirty White Boy against Eric Embry, all right, but it's going to be Dirty White Boy and Jerry Lawler against Eric Embry and P.Y. Chuhai. Should be some kind of tag team main event coming up. Here they come right here. P.Y. Chuhai and Eric Embry. Embry with that baseball.
Shut up, man. You know, dirty white boy, you better get out on your knees, man, and thank the man up there that somebody was looking out after you. Because I was going to take this bat, man, and I was going to whack that knee as hard as I could whack it. And I didn't care if I made you a cripple for the rest of your life. But big, highfalutin Eddie Marlin, you stick your nose in it again, man, without enough guts to come out and confront me. You went and got your top dog. You went and got the big guy, the top dog, Jerry the King Lawler. Well, Lawler, I hate you more than I hate anybody in all of professional wrestling, and I know the feeling's mutual, Dave Brown. Why, Eddie Marlin, you got your big dog. Well, take a look here, man, because I got my big dog with me, too. So Monday night, Jerry Lawler, Monday night, my big dog's gonna take White Boy apart, piece by piece. And you ain't gonna be able to hide behind him, Lawler. Yeah, I heard him. We ain't the best buddies in the whole world. We beat each other's brains out. It'll go down in the history books of Texas wrestling. That the most brutal matches in the history of all of Texas wrestling was PY against embry. Just like it'll go down in the Mid-South record books that the most brutal bloody matches you've ever seen here is me against what you call your king, that egg-sucking dog, Jerry Lawler. So Monday night, Lawler, you can't hide behind White Boy, and I swear as long as there's a breath in this body, Lawler, I'll beat your brains out Monday night, and I'll put you back in that wheelchair, then I'll put you in when I first come here, Dave Brown.
Eric Embry, he is upset, let me tell you. He's got big P.Y. Chew-Eye in his corner. They're going to have to face Lawler and Dirty White Boy at the Coliseum. Back in a moment. Short amount of time left here today, and rather than start a second, Paul, I think we're just not going to do that today because of what happened to Handsome Jimmy with the guitar right here.
He got knocked over the head pretty good, and they're checking him out, maybe a slight concussion or something, but he has such a big match coming up Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. I think it would risk something. It's like a coach putting an injured player in the game. You don't want to do that.
Can't do that. So we're just going to let it go at the one fall. The whole thing was stopped by the referee. I thought at first he had disqualified Travis and all that, but all the action was occurring out of the ring, down on the floor, and finally, referee Paul Neighbors just stopped the whole thing. That is the way it is. We had quite a day today. We did see some trouble, and Embry wouldn't talk about it. We tried to press him on it a little bit, but he would not talk about the trouble in the Texas camp between he and Tom Pritchard. He said, Pritchard's not here, and I don't want to say anything about it.
Well, I think that's a key. Pritchard is not here today, and that, to me, indicates even more trouble than what we may already have wind of.
That could be very good news for the USWA. A little more trouble in that Texas camp would be just fine with us. New world heavyweight champion, of course, the King, Jerry Lawler, has that belt back around his waist, and he is going to be looking to keep it there for quite some time. He had to defeat the Dragon Master in order to get it back, but he does, in fact, have it. Christopher Love not too happy about that.
Well, Dragon Master turns out to be a one-week wonder in the USWA as far as the world title belt, but it looks like to me that Christopher Honey Love has changed his focus and directed his attention to the world tag team titles that Jeff Jarrett and Robert Fuller have, and he's brought in a team that's pretty tough, as we saw in the ring today. But I got news for you. The little surprise by Jarrett and Fuller, I tell you, fighting fat with fat.
Well, that may, in fact, be the difference in the whole thing right there, as Ronnie P. Gossett has come in as the manager of Jeff Jarrett and Robert Fuller. So Gossett will be there to keep an eye on Christopher Love. And Love kept trying to insult Ronnie P. Gossett. Hard to insult Ronnie P. Gossett. He was pretty well agreed with everything he said. But Gossett and Christopher Love will have to take care of each other coming in the match that's coming up Monday night, as the World Tag Belts will be on the line.
And as you know, and these fans are very familiar with Ronnie P. Gossett, he'll stop at nothing.
Oh, absolutely. And he admits it.
Yeah, really. So, I mean, Honey Love may have bitten off more than he can chew, although it doesn't seem to be the case in the past.
Well, that's true. He does have a tough team, and the PYTs coming in here to go against Jeff Jarrett and Robert Fuller. And, of course, the match which had been scheduled, we had a couple of single matches scheduled, but as a result of everything going on here today, we end up with a tag team match with the King, Jerry Lawler, who will be teamed now with Dirty White Boy Tony Anthony to go against the team of Eric Embry and huge P.Y. Chew-High. So that's some kind of unholy alliance, I think you said is a good word. It's been one of those days, fans. We'll have a lot more action next week from the USWA. We do hope you'll be joining us for it. We'll be back at our same time. Until then, for Michael St. John, I'm Dave Brown. So long, everybody.